Hi, everybody, and welcome to your class and intro video for U.S. History A for summer 2026. Now, as you go through here, we'll just kind of walk you through some of the things that you'll need to know for the course, some of the things that'll be helpful. We call them tips and tricks, but just things that will help you work through the course. Now, the first thing that you see up here is this teacher contact and office hour information. Now, this is the easiest way to get a hold of me, email by far, but then if you need an office hour appointment signups, you have this link here, our Teams link where we would meet if you need office hours. And then I put on here dates and times. 8 to 9 a.m. would be my typical office hours, but that's pretty flexible. You just let me know what you need this summer and we'll make sure to get that for you. Now, above that, you're going to see a little video, and it's going to be our Monday morning message. So that's where each week I'll just kind of check in, tell you what to expect for the week, and hopefully that kind of just helps you through any trouble spots too. If there's some difficulty on certain assignments, we make sure to cover it in there just so you have everything that you need for that week to be successful. Now, as we go into this resource folder, the resource folder, you're going to see some things that you might need, some tech support stuff, how to add text to speech, SOWASHCO handbook, our absence reporting, pass no credit form, our grading and summative policy as far as retakes, things like that, are all in that resource folder. A little more useful to you will be this orange folder, the class and orientation information. This is where you're going to see our U.S. History Online letter, our welcome, the class intro video that you're watching right now. That means you're in the right spot. You found that. You have your bio for myself, our office hours again, our retake policies, so everything in there. So these three you'll use, but not as much as you'll use this last one. This current folder is where you're going to live most of the time. So when you go into this current folder, the first thing you're going to see is you're going to see this course timeline for U.S. History A and B. Now, it doesn't matter if you're taking this A or B. I kind of walk you through the same process. And then you see for A, you have your Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are combined, 6 and 7. Now, you have to think of it this way. You're taking a semester course in a month. So there's going to be some challenges with that, and one is going to be work completion. So one of the things that we want to look at right away is this calendar. Now, this is our calendar for the A portion, and what you'll see is this. You've got Unit 1, and you're finishing up Unit 2 going through here. Notice that I highlighted each one of the summatives, and you're going to go all the way through quiz, causes a Revolutionary War in that second unit. And so you'll see in these first 2 weeks, you're going past Unit 3. So if you kind of go through and look at that again, you go, okay, I'm getting serious business. In 2 weeks, I'm going through half. And then the next 2 weeks, we're kind of wrapping up 5 and 6, getting into 7 a little bit. And then that last week, when you look at our calendar, then you're going to have that finishing up 7. So you can see kind of the pace here. And so you see it's pretty rigorous as we're moving through there. But what you want to look at is the work then. So as I go into the current folder, when I go into Unit 1, we want to see things that we're going to expect. Now, when you see these purple ones like this, these are items that are going to self-grade for you, but are set up, and they might have different things that say, hey, take your notes on this portion, make sure you're doing this portion, whatever it is. When you're seeing these green ones, when you click into things like that, you're going to see links that come out for you. When you see those links, you're going to click into those. Now remember, these are expected to be in your own words, so there shouldn't be any copy and pasting coming in here. You'll notice that a lot of the times, these are opinion questions. So this first one you're going to read on there, you've got an article, you got a TED Talk, and then you're going to answer, was Christopher Columbus a zero or a hero? Now, some of us want to make sure that if you don't have a lot of background on that you're spending that time to get that background information, while others will have some, but they'll still be able to use that article in that video to kind of supplement what they already have. Now, you'll see that as we go into Unit 2, that kind of pattern kind of keeps continuing. And so you have these items here that will self-grade for you. And then, these green ones that I grade for you. And then these purple ones that self-grade. And you notice that you have your quiz and your summatives coming through there. Now, a lot of the quizzes and the summatives that you'll come through, they're asking you to reference different material from the coursework. And so just make sure if you see one of those summatives, like this Louisiana Purchase, it's going to be asking you to connect with the lessons that we have or that we covered in that course. Okay, so that's kind of a general overview. When you go into each of these units, you'll see some of the same. Unit 3 is a little bit different because as you go through there, your summative is a growth and change brochure where you go through, use some articles, kind of tell us what you know while you're setting up. A lot of you will do a Google template on that one, but you'll set up a Google presentation. So that's what you have in the course. You have Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and you're working through and kind of going chronologically through history. Okay, so hopefully that makes a lot of sense. So as you go through here, you're going to have your Monday morning message on top. We've got our teacher contact and office hour information here, our resource folder, our class and orientation information, and then working into this current folder. And again, that current folder is where you're going to live most of the time. So that should do it for you. That should give us a good intro to at least get us started. But the biggest thing I want to stress is if you have questions, definitely reach out. Let us know those questions. That way I can get you whatever you need, make sure that we're progressing through the course nicely. But the biggest word of advice I can give you is making sure you stay up with that current calendar. Because when we're taking these 4-week courses like this, sometimes it's like getting a drink through a fire hose. You've got a lot of information coming at you. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions, and I'm here to help, and I look forward to working with each and every one of you this summer. Let's have a good one.